So yesterday I was looking through my stuff over in my sewing room and I came across a bag of some of my leftover pieces of a fabric when we did the African caboodle. It's been several years ago, but it got me in the mood to want to make a couple of journals with the fabric and the different colors and just fun stuff. So I looked through it and I had enough to make a few kits. So I thought, oh, let's just go make some. And that way, if you guys want to play along with me, well, you have all the goodies. So it's going to have, as you can see, a bunch of beads. Last time we made some tassels and we sewed them, onto some of the pages. And that was kind of fun. So you're going to get that. I have some of the salvage from some of the authentic fabric that is African design. We went through all that last time. I showed you a bunch and how you can tell the real from the fake. There'll be a test later. But everything that you're going to be getting is the real stuff. And these are some of the scraps. We made some beads last time. So, oh, I should have. What's wrong with you, Rosemary? You should have your bracelet on. Hello? So you're going to have enough in there to make you some beads to go along with the wooden beads. And then this little metal, I don't know what originally it was. I bought a bunch that came from the Middle East. I forget which country, one of the stand countries. So you'll get one of those to play with. And then I had these, no animal was killed, but you know how the different animals that have antlers, there's a word for it. I can't remember what it is. They just kind of fall off. So I had some of these. So you're gonna get two of those. I think these would look pretty cool, like on the spine maybe of the journal. I'm just guessing. I haven't done that yet, but I think that's what I'm going to do with mine. All right. Now, remember we had a class on mud cloth. So I have some pieces and they're just small pieces, but they're enough if you want to make that a focal point, like in the front of your journal. Most of these are about 5 by 5, and I have some that are done in the indigo. Oh, I don't have the other ones here. I had some pieces of the indigo, which is this. Then I had some that were sort of like a yellow ochre, and some others that were brown. So, if you're the first ones to, you know, ask for something, uh, and you have a preference, let me know. And if I have it, I'll give it to you. Then I had this fabric. You may remember this one. It looked like a giraffe. So, hey, that's got to go there. And then you're going to get um, some batik, various strips here. And you can use these for a lot of things, but also these would look really cool if you cut these down into strips and made your beads. So you'll have options to do with that. Then again, the traditional uh, African, here we go, fabrics. Now they're all going to be different, but these were I already had pre-cut these a while back, and these are all about 4 by 4. So again, they'll all be different. And then I had some scraps of some of the fabric, and then a couple of pieces of the batik also. Again, they'll all be different. but the same amount. This is one of my favorites. I don't have too much left. And then a nice big chunk of a Cantha quilt. It's approximately, because you know it gets kind of wobbly, it's approximately 11, what was that? Yeah, 11 by 12, approximately. And those two will all be different. All right. So as you can see, there's a lot of texture and textile involved in this kit. Then I have some eco-printed, this was watercolor paper, I believe. Get a piece of that. And this is regular copy paper. Get a piece of that. Then you get this paper. Very, very thin and pretty. Texture. And then some of this. There's that mulberry paper. More texture. Then I went through my pile of my grungy papers. And so you'll just get some grungy papers. Of course, they're all going to be different. To play around with on your pages. And then these printouts. Of course, you have to have Africa. Hello. So, that. And I printed this on some new little construction paper I bought. See how it printed on it, and I really like how it printed, and I like how it feels, and I like that off-white color. Voyages and Travels. And then, of course, the beautiful women. And I try to get a cross representation of the whole continent because it's so varied. But there's those ladies. And then some more. And these are done in cardstock in case you want to turn them into like postcards inside of your journal. So these are all the goodies that you're going to be getting. And I think we'll have a lot of fun putting this together. I remember last time when we did them, they really came out really nice. So you get a lot of these fabrics to play with. And stuff to make your beads. More beads. And your no animal was injured bones. So these will be in the shop, and we'll be making some stuff together with these also. All right, thanks.